Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experience. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is a continuation of our game of Fiasco. To learn how we generate stories playing the game of Fiasco, go check out our Fiasco Rules Primer. We are playing the Regina's Wedding playset, which is in the Fiasco Companion. The Fiasco game is actually getting an update with a new Kickstarter, so go check out the Fiasco Kickstarter, Bully Pulpit Games, and yeah, it's a good time. So yeah, we are getting back into a continuation of our game. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, with me.
Dan McCoy.
And Audrey Lazaro.
All right, welcome back, gang. So we have, I guess we don't have to go too deep into our characters. You should listen to the last time to see where we're at. But our grid real quick, we have my character, Mason Pearl, who is connected to Gary Sheldrake with an inner circle relationship, member of the Bridal Party and the Mysterious Stranger, and a moment that they shared at the Dude Party. Does that guy have a gun in his waistband? And then between Gary Sheldrake, Dan's character, and Ava Lansing, Audrey's character, we have the Help, officiant and outspoken fringe religion devotee. Need, though, that they share is to get laid by some drunk groomsman.
Hasn't happened yet.
Ava and Mason, Audrey's character and my character, share a groom side relationship. We are a pair of freeloaders in it for the open bar. And there's also the need within there to get over a messy breakup. We've also, since we're going to Act 2, have added 2 tilts. We have paranoia, someone is watching, waiting for their moment, and guilt, a visit from the perhaps unofficial authorities. All right, so that's our grid. We're going to get into Act 2. This is the day of the wedding. The wedding is like late morning, early afternoon, right? What are they usually, Saturdays or something?
So let's say most of what happened was during the rehearsal dinner on Friday.
Right.
And then on Saturday, yeah, it's an all-day affair, I guess, with a ceremony in the morning, a little break, early evening
Ceremony
reception.
in the morning. Wow.
Well, like a noonish, right?
Like 11,
11:30 noon.
11:30.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a long day,
Yeah.
I've never
Gary.
gone to a wedding that early, but I'll
You
take
know what?
you guys'
It's when the
word
church
for it.
was available.
All right.
Unfortunately, it is very early for Mason. Ava has been stomping around the room all morning, and his head is splitting, and he's like, I'm gonna go down to I'm gonna see if the continental breakfast is still up, and so he goes down to the continental breakfast. And I think he's going to run into, say, Hunter and Gary are both down there at the continental breakfast eating.
Now, are we together?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's sort of like
Is it just us?
yeah, like a lot of it's cleared out. And it seems like I've kind of come in on a conversation as well. I'm coming up, I'm getting some tomato juice, coffee. I've just gone to the buffet, and I'm like, hey, and you guys aren't brothers, right? Mason says to them, you guys aren't brothers, right, Hunter?
I thought I'm the brother of the bride. I don't. Did you not remember?
Hey, dude, you're going to be my brother, too. It's a big day today.
I guess that's true.
Remember what I said to you? You're like a brother to me. And today you'll definitely be my brother.
Yeah, I'm like a brother to you, and then I will.
And you will
be
be.
brother.
It's great. It's a huge day. I'm so happy.
You want? I got too many of these poppy seed. They're like mini lemon poppy seed muffins. I don't like.
You got too many of them?
I got too many poppy
Okay.
seed.
I'm gonna eat these
muffins.
hash browns. Are you guys? I mean, Hunter, are you supposed to be getting ready?
Yeah, it's it's been rough. It's been a rough couple of days since that night, that bachelor party. It was a lot of fun, right? But like it's a lot. It's a lot to think about. It's a big day. You're gonna be my brother soon, man. And you, Mason, I don't know that well, but happy I got to spend this time with you.
Hey, Mason. Here's. I was looking. The bill that on my bill the my credit card.
Yeah, thanks for covering that. So
I mean, all right.
yeah, no, that's good. That's awesome. Listen, Hunter, it's been really like you've made me very welcome. You've been very gracious. I was like, I'm not super clear on what happened during the bachelor party. Gary filled
It
me
was
in
a
a little
crazy
bit.
night, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gary filled me in a little bit on it.
What
But
What do you mean? What, Gary? What do you mean you filled him in? Like we went, we had fun. Didn't you have fun? I mean, we had all of that liquor in the party bus, and then we got to the fuzzy peach and the gracious grape. I don't even remember what they're called. It was just such a wild night, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
You know how
fun.
bachelor parties are.
Yeah, I guess so. Listen, are you still? What's going on, Gary? Why are you looking at your check still?
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of money, but also
Yeah, you're covered. Yeah, I saw you. Avis told me all about your folks' boat and stuff. I'm sure you're good for it, man. Don't worry about it. You don't owe me anything.
Gary, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about today, all right? Just enjoy yourself. Have a good time. You too, Mason. Have a good time. Don't worry about anything. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, no, I
It's-
know. But I was just wondering. So there's that guy on the party bus, right?
Which guy are you talking about? My best man,
Yeah. Where is he?
James?
Oh no, I saw James before.
Which
No, the other guy. I forget.
like it's fine. It was a long night. It
The
was
orange hair guy.
is everyone? I'm sorry. Is everyone else vibrating? Because here's the thing. I'm not like Lance gives us these pills that are. I mean, I think they're mostly a multivitamin, but they also keep us kind of docile. And I think that something
Gary,
about
huh? This guy's
the
fun.
poppy seeds in the muffin are like the opioids of the muffin are mixing with these meds that I'm on, and it's
Gary.
like what?
Gary, hey, the wedding's about to start. Just don't worry. Take a deep breath. You're fine. You're not vibrating. I think you're just very excited for this wedding. Let's just all have a good time and forget about all of that. And, just,
And you guys don't like. I'm remembering wrong. Like you guys don't have a thing, right?
what,
I
a
think
thing?
Like you guys went off from the party bus alone together. I mean, I passed out for a while, but when
The,
you don't have a thing, right?
no,
I mean
I just want to. I mean, it's cool. It's like cool. I don't want to heart, but you should be true to yourselves or whatever. Like, don't.
I love Regina very much. I mean, that's crazy to even say that. I mean, what, Gary?
Well, the important thing for me though is that there are four spheres, right? And then one is love, One is death. One is the knowledge of death, and the last one is growth. And they're intersect in various ways that I could talk to you about. The most important one is the way that love and the knowledge of death intersect, because
I love this guy.
knowing that you're going to die is what makes it significant that you can connect with another person. So I don't know if that answers what you're saying at all.
I think it totally gets to the heart of it. Is there
Look, Mason, it was just a long night. We had to get off the bus. Gary was feeling very queasy, so I had to get him off the bus. He had to throw up a little. I told Regina I'd take care of him. You know, she hasn't been that close with him in a long time, so she's concerned. So I made sure to take extra special care of Gary.
so okay, so that's clear, but
Who are you anyways? Why are you asking so many questions?
so like I'm well,
What's
all
the
right.
deal here? What's your deal, Mason? Like, you're a guest at my wedding.
I know. I'm asking a lot of questions. I guess
Are you?
here's the
Lance
thing.
told me to watch for any feds. Are you a fed? Because like we are a legitimate religion, and we
All
have
right, look,
our tax
Gary,
exempt status.
this isn't even about you. It's about Hunter, and I'm fed up. I don't know what you and Ava had going on.
What?
But,
Are you really on about that?
well, she's still on about it. She must be.
Well, I mean, I see the
'Cause-
two of you, and you guys. What's the deal with you guys? How about that?
I mean, it's well. All right. So this will be the call. How's this gonna go for Mason?
What do you?
I
So
think
you're trying to figure out what's happened? Is that?
I think
what you're-
Mason's trying to puzzle out like if Hunter still has any like feelings for Ava, I guess, which probably doesn't, but it's more like at this point whether or not he's gonna blow the cover. Like and be because now he's getting called out, so it's gonna be this like if it goes well, he might be able to smooth it over. If it goes poorly, he might kind of get blown out of the water in terms of like his spot being blown up and possibly disinvited.
Wait, below the. I'm sorry.
I
Like
say
from
blow
being-
the cover.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that
What do
goes
you-
bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right, look. Ava didn't want to make a thing. And honestly, like, I was just going to come here and drink my way through it and just kind of mooch off y'all. But, like, pretty much from the beginning, like, once she found out you were getting married, that was kind of it for our relationship. And it just kept going downhill. And now it's like come to a head and this pimple's going to pop. And I get to be at ground zero because she wants me to suffer, I guess. And I don't know. We're not even together, but I'm still here. And you can go fuck yourself, Hunter, for all I care.
Dude. How dare you come to my wedding? I invite you to everything. I invite you to the dude party. You were part of the dude party. And this is how you talk to me? I haven't been close to Ava like that in a long time, and you're going to blame me for your problems? Why don't you look at yourself? What did you do? I mean, Ava's great. She obviously doesn't think you are, but like, what are you even doing here?
I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just honestly part of why I went along with this was to see, I don't know, to see like why she would carry a flame for a douche like you.
You know, it feels to me
Wow.
like you're at a very low point in your life, which I mean that I've been told to like look out for people who are at a low point in their life because maybe they want to join us at the compound. Because I mean, I've been told that like it's easier to exert influence. Not that I am trying to exert influence on you, but I think that it's important to be influenced by people, particularly the people who have influenced me. If you're
All right.
interested
Well, look,
in
Gary, I appreciate the offer, and you know what? I don't have a lot going on right now. I don't really have a place lined up when I get back to Seattle. Where's your compound, man? Maybe I'll drop by and say howdy.
well, it's in New Mexico. I better talk to the people before I give away the particular location. There's a set of coordinates.
Okay. So I'm not gonna go to your fucking wedding. Is Ava still? Is it you're okay with her officiating, marrying you to some other gal? Are you fine with that?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I have to talk to Ava for myself. It doesn't seem like I can trust what you say. You know, I welcome you and you betray my trust and you ask questions. You try to say that I'm cheating on my fiance
I didn't
with
say-
her
I didn't say-
brother.
Hey, I'm not
Look,
judging
you-
here. I'm just trying to get to the bottom. It's all weird to me.
You need
but
to just not go to my wedding. Stay away. Ava will be part of this as planned. She's a very dear friend of mine, but friend, that is it.
Okay,
And
all right.
you need
fine.
to watch yourself and just don't show your face around here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get a mimosa. And Gary, what's your room
And
number
don't
again?
put that on Gary's tab anymore. Gary, don't let him do this.
Worst of all possible outcomes for me. All right. All right. That's my scene. Gary, it's your scene. What's happening? Where are we?
I think going to burst in on Regina as she is getting ready before the wedding
Okay.
with my concerns, which will become clear.
Who all's there? Your mom?
Yeah, maybe her mom is, or our mom.
What's the mom's name?
Do you have an idea?
So we have Gary,
You're probably
Regina.
going to be playing her, so. Any mom? Estelle, okay.
DeLorean.
I'm Estelle Sheldrake.
Mother, can you make it? I don't know. This isn't the same. Are you sure?
Honey, you look great. Don't,
Hey,
just take a deep breath.
Reggie, oh, hi,
Oh my
Mom.
god, Hunter, don't come in.
No, it's me, Gary.
Oh my god, Gary,
Gary.
don't come in.
No,
Honey.
no, it's fine. It's just we all live in
Honey.
a community in the world, but also
Gary.
Mom, get him out of here.
Gary,
I just-
sweetheart, have you gotten yourself ready for the wedding?
no, this is important.
We have
This is
to
important.
get ready, honey. This is Regina's big day.
No, it's
And don't make a scene.
listen to me though. But
Honey,
last night, I didn't want to say anything earlier, but I think that I saw Lance outside of my window, and
Lance, what did I tell you about bringing up that man in front of me?
but it's not. I'm not trying to. Look, I've been having. I believe in his teachings, but I'm starting to get
See,
concerned.
I don't know where I went wrong. I mean, Regina, you're doing so well, and
I know.
And Gary, Gary, I just don't know what to do with you
Exactly.
sometimes.
What's wrong with you?
This is your sister's day. Stop making it about yourself
I'm not
again.
making it. Just listen to the important thing.
Gary, sweetheart, you're stressing out your
Gary,
sister.
look by the window. It's Lance.
No,
That's not nice, honey.
I believe in
Gary.
I believe in the principles that I've been taught, but he was
Sometimes
not
you
happy.
just have to let him go on, you know.
He was not happy that I came to this wedding, and I'm worried that
But at
no,
least-
why would he
Just keep working.
follow me?
I'm trying. Gary, honey.
No.
It's
They probably
need
don't want
me
you
to-
back.
What?
Regina.
Well, I wouldn't want you back.
It's part of what?
Your sister doesn't mean it. She's very stressed right now. She's trying to get ready for her big day. And, do you need me to talk to this Mr. Lance guy?
I don't want anyone to.
I could say, like, I could call him up if you want to just tell me where he is or the phone number. I could call him up to make sure he's not bothering you at your sister's
Mom,
wedding.
where's the veil? Where's the veil?
Mom, I don't
Here,
want
sorry,
you to
honey,
talk
here.
to Lance. He's very powerful in both the bear spirit that rockets through
Okay,
his
I've had
brain
enough.
and his weasel spirit that rockets through his body are both
Gary
they combine to the-
Carlos Sheldrake. I have had enough of your interruptions, your causing scenes all the time. Lance is not out there. Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to hold you by the hand so we could look? He's not out there. Please stop bothering your sister. We are trying to put the veil on. It's very complicated. And
I mean, doesn't
we
it just go over the head? I don't understand what the.
it's
Gary,
a
it's-
lot more
Do
complicated
you know?
than that.
Because you don't want to mess up the hair, Gary.
A custom $10,000 veil. Don't want to ruin it. Gary, don't make us ruin this.
You know, if you're spending $10,000 on a veil, there's a bar tab that was charged to me that I don't know if you can
Stop.
help me with
I thought
any
you
sort
did
of.
drink. Gary,
Well, I know
how?
Gary, are you
see,
drinking
how is
again?
this-
I don't know. No,
Like, that
I
was
don't.
the best thing about the cult that you're in. Like, that's probably why they kicked you out. Did you drink and they kicked you out?
This is not.
Honey, we learned that that's not the best way to handle it. Remember, be nice. Gary.
Was you being nice when you hired that deprogrammer to kidnap him?
Let's not bring that up, okay? Look, he doesn't really understand what happened then. So, Gary, honey, were you drinking? Have you been drinking again?
No, the weird guy that the officiant brought to the thing. The guy that
You mean Ava? Oh, she's so sweet, that Ava.
She's okay. She's okay.
I won't bother you anymore. I guess look. The important thing is that Regina, on this day, just remember that when your mind melds with another person, the important thing is your
Just
breath
sit
is
through it.
where
It's almost over.
you connect through the breath, even though that doesn't come from your heart.
Oh, that's so sweet, Gary, honey. Thank you. That's
Okay.
So what does Gary want from this scene?
He wants some protection because of he thinks that
Lance is coming.
Lance is too protective of him. That wants to.
Should he get protection?
no.
No. Okay. Mom, seriously, like, just let him. Why don't we just put him outside and just let him cool off and talk to trees or whatever? Because honestly, like, he can't just keep running around in here, like, driving me crazy.
You're right, honey. I'm so sorry. This is your day. Let me handle your brother. Gary, honey, do you want to... It's a very big day for your sister. It's very hard on me. You know how stressed out I get, and then I break out into hives, and I can't
Don't
do
give
that
Mom
with-
hives. We have pictures.
I got this. Don't worry. I break out in hives, and it's not gonna be good for the pictures, and Regina's pictures are gonna be ruined. So why don't you just go take a walk? Look, I'll check on you later. Just go take a walk. You love being outside, right? There's a couple of trees outside the quinta. Why don't you just sit under there and meditate or whatever it is that Lance said whatever you guys do.
Okay, well, just
All right,
okay.
honey?
Regina, just remember to spend today in the love sphere. You can forget the other three,
Okay, why don't
today.
you
Just say
go
yes,
out?
Regina. Just say
Sure.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Why don't you go outside and why don't you just go outside and wait?
Thank you so much, honey. See, look, I'm sorry about your brother, but he had to be here.
Did he?
He's family.
He's gonna ruin the whole wedding.
This wedding's gonna be amazing.
I hope so.
Nice eye roll.
All right, Ava, set the scene.
Ava sees Gary outside and is wondering what he's doing, and she's kind of just waiting for the bride to be ready anyways, so she's trying to dig up more dirt and see what she could find out about that night, if, there's any truth to the affair stories. Ava walks up to Gary. Gary's sitting down by the tree and is kind of fidgeting and is agitated looking. And she tries her best to be nice and see what she could find out. Hey, Gary, how's it going?
I mean, whenever I connect with the earth, I suppose I feel better. Although I'm vibrating at a different pace than normal, which
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't like to think of things in those terms, but my brain is not happy with it.
Well, what's wrong? Is there something that happened? Maybe
Hey, here's the thing.
Yeah?
You're in charge of the wedding, right?
Yeah.
I have a few fundamental theological issues with what.
Is it about cheating? Like, did somebody cheat on somebody?
No, it's not so much
Is
that.
it from
it's
that dude party?
No, it's this tree. Take the tree as an example. It branches off in several different directions, and that's
But
the
like
way.
trees should only have one other partner, right? Like it shouldn't branch off in that
I
way.
mean, trees traditionally are unpartnered. That's not a thing that trees do that I'm aware of.
You're right.
But there's the 12 branches that are fundamental are warmth, cold, 12, underneath, under.
That sounds great. That sounds great, Gary. Yeah. Were you telling Hunter this when you spent that time with him at the dude party, or like what did you guys talk about?
Oh,
What-
I mean,
did you? I heard you spent a lot of time with him.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be brothers. That's what he says. I suppose that's true. I mean,
Are you excited that he's gonna be your brother? Do you think he's a good guy?
well, I fundamentally believe that we're all kind of the same person, right? Like, I mean, people say that in kind of they mean it in a metaphorical sense, but I think literally we are all the same person. Here's the thing. The earth ties us together, so we're part of that organism, right? At the same time.
So do you believe we in this like free love deal? Do you think Hunter believes this because he's your brother? Like what did you see when you guys went on that party? How was that party?
I mean, I don't know about free love. I mean,
Look, did anything happen that night? Like, what's going on? I'm concerned about your sister, and your sister's concerned about Hunter. What?
I mean, we all rejoined the earth, right? Because we're all the same person. So, in the sense that we're all the same person, we rejoined the earth.
Gary, I'm trying so hard. I mean, yeah, sorry. The earth. Look, what?
I helped myself rejoin the earth by digging for myself a place to return to the womb. And because we're all together on the earth, but we are the earth, You understand. I mean, everyone
I have
gets
no
it.
idea what you're saying, Gary. I'm really trying here. Look, did anything funny happen?
I don't really understand humor per se. People say it's a flaw, but I like to think of it as kind of just a reality.
So you are going to get what you want. So what is it?
I am. What I want is more information. So I want Gary to feel like he could trust me and give me more information about that night. Gary, everything you say makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I mean, your speech was beautiful. That was a great speech you gave last night. Like, yes, we're all of the earth and
Yeah,
whatever.
we're all the earth. There were 8 of us who are of the earth, and there 1 people on the bus. 1-8, 1-8.
Okay, yeah.
And then when we returned, we were 1-7, but we were all the
What?
same.
Wait,
Everyone is the same, but
so somebody was missing? Who left the bus? What happened?
no one
was it
left the bus. We
James,
just
or was
rejoined
it
the earth.
Who's we? Who rejoined the earth? All of you rejoined.
All of us who were named Chester, who's also me.
Chester? Yeah, Chester. You're Chester. You as Chester, Gary Chester. What happened? What?
What happened?
Did you rejoin the earth because you wanted to, or
I think we all want to.
was it your own doing?
It was an unexpected return to the womb.
Did Hunter or Mason have anything to do with this?
I don't. I was more helpful later.
Huh. Do you think this is what Chester wanted?
Well,
Did Hunter do it? What? How did you return to the earth?
I mean, fundamentally, it was sort of a spiritual thing, but in a more literal sense, I had a shovel.
Holy shit. I think they killed somebody. Who's Chester?
The important thing, though, to get back to it, is there are 12 branches. Like, love,
Underneath.
underneath,
Yeah.
12, under,
Overneath. What?
overneath, beyond.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And
And
we
Fortune.
fade out over there. This Mason's uninvited to the wedding.
drinking himself.
Mason's just been kind of walking around town. He's in the suit he would have worn to the wedding. And he got a bottle from the mini bar in him and Ava's room. And so he got more and more. So he has like pockets full of little shooters and stuff. He's just these mini bar things. And he has just been kind of stumbling around town drinking, and so now he found himself. He's seated on the steps of the church. He hears the organ music going on inside, and he looks up, and a car pulls up in front of the church. A driver gets out and opens the back door, and a man in like a sharp dress suit with dark glasses gets out. This is Mr. Mancino. He runs some of the clubs that we had been going to. He takes off his glasses, points at Mason. Can I help you at all?
Yeah, you were with a party of several gentlemen that joined my club
Yeah,
a few nights ago. Last night, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It was. I mean, last night, because we got done like early in the morning yesterday, like it 2 nights ago, got on a party bus, went to a bunch of clubs, got home early in the morning yesterday. Rehearsal, dinner, wedding, yada yada yada. Okay.
There's an associate of mine, Chester Pirelli. He
Wait, he's redhead guy.
yes, he was last seen with your party, and I just he has not returned to my club, any of my clubs, in fact, and I just felt the need to reach out and see perhaps if you had any idea what may have come of him.
I mean, that was the night's a blur for me, man.
May I ask a question? You seem to be associated with this wedding, but you're sitting on the steps, and I hear organ music coming from inside. What, perchance, has led you to this?
I don't know. It's complicated. I mean, I remember Chester from the party bus, I think, but I don't really remember. Like, he wasn't, when we were coming back and dropping everybody off, maybe he got off first or something, but I don't know, dude. Night's a blur for me. I didn't really interact with the guy. I don't know what to tell you. And then this whole thing is a mess. I don't even know why I'm here. That's a good question.
When I see a group of men such as yourselves that seem to have been having a good time together.
That was a good time. I mean, they don't last. Good times don't last.
Well, this is the nub of my gist. When I see people such as yourselves having such a good time, and then shortly thereafter you appear to be on the outs, it seems to me that perhaps something may have precipitated this that would be of the dramatic persuasion.
I mean, the whole thing's been a mess. Like, I don't know if it's because she's still got something for the guy or what. I don't know. Like, maybe I wasn't getting partner at the coffee shop fast enough. It could be any number of
Your
reasons.
personal romantic entanglements are of less interest to me than what may have happened with my associate, Mr. Chester Pirelli.
I'm explaining this like you asked why I'm outside the church. This
Gregory!
Situation. So let's go to the die here. Is this going to go good or bad for Mason Pearl?
Doesn't seem like it's going well.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So the next thing we see, like, you hear Gregory, a door opens. Mason, you're inside the car now. You see Mason sort of landing in the seat. Mancini gets in after him. Someone else gets in on the other side, and he's kind of crammed between these two large black-suited guys and wearing dark glasses, and we just watched the car pull away from the wedding. So, Gary Sheldrake, what is going on with you? What's your scene?
Skip to the cocktail hour.
This post-wedding?
Everyone knows the ceremony's the boring part.
Where,
Unless someone objects.
post-wedding, Gary's with his drink.
Oh, Gary's drink.
Drink.
Well, okay, Gary's not. Yeah, I forgot about that. Gary has his seltzer. A mysterious figure comes up to Gary, and this is Lance, the cult leader, who has wedding crashed and is sort of pretending to be one of the guests, but he comes up to talk to him, and either of you can play. Hey, you told me I could come here, so I'm not sure why you.
Gary, my brother. How are you? You don't look well.
No, I'm doing great. I have a new brother. That's special. It's a big day.
A new brother? Is he one of us? Does he live in the light like we do?
No, his name is Hunter. I don't think he lives in the light. But he seems.
Is he
nice.
really your brother then? Is he one with us?
I mean, no, I don't know. I mean, I tried to get the officiant to talk about the 12 branches, which may have, like that would have maybe pushed him toward the light if she had.
The branch 12 is very important. Did you have her talk about that?
Yes, thrift is a very key component, and I did not get to that. It honestly, that seems I don't want to question the teachings, but that seems like less of a spiritual value and more of just sort of a practical consideration that.
Gary, brother Gary, I knew I shouldn't have let you come here. Look at you. You're questioning yourself now. You used to be so sure of yourself. Do you remember when you came to us? When you came to the ranch?
Yeah.
Do you remember how lost you were? You're starting to sound lost like that again.
No,
I knew I shouldn't have let you come.
Look,
I'm glad I came here.
No, that's the thing. I've told everyone. I've tried to spread the teachings, but
And how did that go? Did you find anyone?
well, there's this guy Mason who's,
Mason?
he seemed like maybe, like you said, look for lost people, and he didn't seem to be doing that well. But like in general, I just kind of feel like if you trusted me more to just go without checking up on me, then I personally might feel more connected to.
I trust you. Look at yourself right now. You don't look like you're vibrating right.
Well,
Have you been
true.
vibrating right?
Oh, I've been telling people about my vibrations. But
You see, and I could tell, and I came to you right away because that's what you do when you care about people. When you are one with somebody, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Like, we're all one, but then, like, I buried myself the other day, and I don't know. I don't feel like I was.
You buried yourself?
Yeah, and I thought it would feel better because I was returning to the earth, but it kind of just. I felt weird about it. It doesn't. I don't. Maybe it was okay. 5 out of 10.
Gary, what rituals are they making you do?
I don't think it was a rich.
Are they trying to
called it a
trying to
Jude
take you
party.
away from the light? A Jude party? That's definitely not within the light.
No, I mean, I
We're
just.
one with the earth, Gary. You remember.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any alcohol.
Your brothers and sisters miss you at home, Gary.
Well,
They're afraid. That's why they sent me here. They're afraid to lose one of their own. It's like losing a part of themselves.
yeah, literally, right? But if it's okay, if we're all one, then isn't it okay that I'm not there? Because then I'm still there. So, I mean, because of the Earth connection, then we're all there at the same
But you're
time.
our best gardener, Gary. You know, we didn't do as well at the farmer's market this time.
Yeah, zucchinis are pretty easy. Like, legendarily, if you
We have the
plant
best
zucchini.
zucchinis in New Mexico.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gary, you see, you're talking yourself down again. You're back to how you were before you came in. We need to get you back immediately. We need to get you home. You need to vibrate right.
I think this is a point, right? Like, how this is going to go? Like, is Gary going to be swayed? So what do you think, Audrey? What are you leaning towards? We have one good die, one bad die outcome.
I think he will not be swayed.
Gary goes good for Gary. Whatever. How does it go good for Gary?
look, I'm not vibrating right, but I think I can handle that myself. Probably. I don't.
Gary, we need you home.
No.
Don't you want to come home?
Look, I missed the zucchinis, but the
If you start vibrating in a different frequency, I don't know if you'll be allowed back. It'll take so much work. You've put in so much work, Gary.
I keep remembering the 10th branch, like,
Faith.
no, that's 9, right? The 10th is like
See, Gary, you're already forgetting. What do you think the 10th is? Go ahead.
self-reliance.
That's definitely not the 10th.
Well, agree to disagree.
Gary. So is this where we're leaving you?
Yeah, you can give me some of the pamphlets. I'll still hand them out.
Gary, if you choose to stay now, I don't know if you'll ever be welcome back to be part of our community. We're one, and I don't know if you're going to be one with us anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom and sister are pretty mean, but Hunter seems kind of nice. I might stick around.
So Ava, this is your last scene.
Can you guys make me a scene?
Sure. So what is Ava's deal now? What do you think?
She seems to have uncovered the murder or whatever the killing. We don't
Right.
really know what the details were.
And you can answer some questions for us too. Like, what is Ava's? Is Ava have an end game at all?
Well, Ava thought that she was trying to help out Regina. She wanted to win Regina's good graces, so she was trying to dig up dirt. Maybe there was some sort of cheating going on, but it turns out it wasn't cheating, right? So what she uncovered was worse, that there's seemed to be some sort of foul play going on. Mason's gone. She doesn't know where he is. And she just wants to uncover the truth. She just doesn't know what is happening this weekend. Wants just for once somebody to be upfront with her and to know exactly what's going on.
Well, I think so. Maybe this is trying to get Hunter off to the side and confronting him, right? Like, because that'd be the closest point for information. So this would be like during the reception, like after the cocktail hour. Now, like they've served the meal because she officiated. She's like close to the family table, but she's not
Okay.
like at the family table. But
And did she know Chester's name? I don't remember.
I think Chester's name has come up a couple times.
Okay.
So, and I think Gary spilled Chester's name.
Yeah.
So you have like
Okay.
Chester's name in the quiver. Maybe that's it. Like it's the dancing or whatever. And
It is the dancing.
yeah, so
Okay.
it's the dancing time. And that's your like opportunity to kind of like get Hunter and dance with him and try to talk to him. Even though like he should be dancing with the bride. So it's a little weird, but so who's in the scene? It would be Hunter and Ava, the DJ. Daniel the DJ.
Okay. That was the mother of the bride and the... Wait. Sorry, hold on. That was
This
the...
DJ sucks.
That was the father of the bride and the bride dancing. And now I'll open it up with a little I Want You Back by the Jackson 5.
Hey, Hunter, want to dance?
Ava, hey, we haven't really gotten a chance to talk. What's up?
Not much. This wedding's great. Thank you so much for making me a part of it.
You know what? I'm glad you came. That dude, I don't know what his deal is. You should have just been straight and let us know. Like, it wouldn't have made a big deal. It probably would have been better. Like that you guys aren't together. You know that.
Mason told you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It came out. You know.
What?
And he was being really rude. He'd said some stuff about you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No. He's I kind of uninvited him. I'm sorry, you're flying solo, but I should have maybe told you earlier.
You know what? He is so, like, I'm so over him. I'm so sorry that I brought him and caused you all this trouble. But, I mean, he said some interesting things the other night.
Everyone do the chicken dance.
Yeah. Him and Gary were talking about your dude party.
I know, wait, that's the electric slide. One sec.
No, it's the one with the clapping and like chicken wings. Yeah. Hunter.
Yeah, what?
Chester.
What?
Do you know Chester? Who's Chester?
Come here. Come off to the side. Where'd you hear that name?
Gary and Mason told me everything.
Wait, what?
They told me everything.
Everything?
Yeah. So you better spill, or else I'm going to tell Regina. What happened?
You can't tell her. Like a cloud goes over Hunter's face. It's something you haven't seen before. A darkness.
Hunter,
You can't tell anyone. What did they tell you?
You tell me first. If you want to save your marriage, you know, I come here, you know, I was here with Mason. We did this dumb thing thinking we'd fool everybody and then, you know.
And now you're here to pump me for information? Was he some sort of mole or something?
I just want to know the truth.
Is this blackmail? What do you want?
Everyone's just... it's so frustrating to not know, you know, like... Mason just talks to me like...
You know what? It was an accident, okay? It wasn't supposed to happen, all right?
Everyone's going to want to hit the floor for this one. It's Hey Ya!
Okay.
Shit. This song's so good, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you can't let them get suspicious. If we're not on the floor for Hey Ya, they're going to know something's up.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's the fact that I'm not dancing with my bride is another issue, too. What happened was an accident. I don't know what Gary told you. I don't know what Mason told you, but it was not like, first off, it wasn't any of our guns. The Chester guy brought his gun with him.
There were guns involved?
There was a gun involved. And 2 knives.
Who's this Chester guy? Is somebody going to be looking for him? Like,
No,
where's his
he's
family?
just like a low-life drug dealer guy.
Oh my God, you know drug dealers work for other people, right?
No, he worked for the
Hunter!
party bus company, I think. Because that's how he was. The party bus guy brought
Yeah,
him
and who
along,
owns
said,
the
"Hey, make
party
sure
bus?"
the party keeps going." I don't know. I'm not paying the bills for this thing. Listen,
Hunter.
Ava, this is my
like,
folks are covering it. It'll be fine. Like,
This is college all over again. You were always so irresponsible, and you needed everyone else to clean up after your mess.
you know what? I thought you were cool. Like, I thought, like, when I brought you on the Laguna, I thought you were someone special. right? And now you're giving me this
Laguna.
bullshit. Yeah, those were special times.
So flashbacks to the 80s with the safety dance.
The dwarf in this video is amazing.
Hunter, focus.
Oh,
What you thought that was special too, didn't you? You still
I don't. But
Do
that's
you-
in the past.
are
Like,
you happy, Hunter?
Of course, I'm happy. Sure. I mean,
Are you sure?
this is not the right time for this. All right. What does Ava want for this scene? How's it gonna go?
I think so. So I think she just like is so convinced that she knows herself. She wants everything from everybody that like it turns out once pressed and once she heard Hunter bring up their time on the boat, all she realized none of that actually mattered and she still had feelings for Hunter. That's why she came to this thing. That's why she dragged Mason along. She didn't want to look like a fool in front of him, wanted to show that she was doing fine because it's so silly to still be, into him, but it seems like something's there and that's why she's been like pouring all of this energy into finding out the truth.
So how is it gonna go, good or bad for her?
Bad.
So what does that look like?
Going bad for her. Appearances mean a lot. So, well, she has to be humiliated, right? Like she has to, since appearances are so important, that facade has to crumble in a way. And it sort of did with Mason being gone. But even more so, and then now that she realizes her feelings for Hunter and realizes they are not mutual, it's not a good ending for Ava.
Okay, so she doesn't get. So let's play that out. Like, how does that play out here? Does it become like a yelling match on the dance floor, kind of like record scratch, or what?
She's talking to Hunter about what happened. Hunter says it's an accident, and she's shocked. Hunter is wondering why she's even being so inquisitive and asking all these questions, and finally she blurts out that I don't know, this weekend's been a lot for me and I don't know, maybe I still have some sort of, maybe I still love you.
What'd you say? I can't. This song's really loud.
Everybody, it's time for a little Uptown Funk.
I think I still have feelings for you, Hunter.
I'm sorry. The song is really loud.
Hunter, you know what I'm saying.
Now you really have to speak up.
I love you, Hunter. Okay, are you happy? Are you happy?
That's like
you happy
just
to
during
hear
a
that?
record break too. The DJ's about to go.
And everyone hears.
Yeah, everyone hears. So that's our scene. So now the last piece that we do is the aftermath. I'll just read mine. So I have a 7 black high. Pathetic. You'll suffer. Oh dear God, will you suffer? And everyone will know of your malfeasance, your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably going to be locked up too. High. What do you have, a 2?
2.
Yeah.
Why 2? Merciless. You might not be dead on the outside, but you sure as hell are dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds you have suffered will never heal. The future is a brick wall. What? This is a white
Well, it's
result?
low numbers are bad.
So I'm a white 6. Weak. Hey, you're busted, beat, and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you're probably headed. Whoa.
So Mason, the next scene we see is Mason's like knees hitting dust, like hitting the dirt on the road, like side of the road, and the 2 black suited guys stand over him. They just go, "You're gonna have to be straight with us. You're just gonna have to tell us everything that happened." Well, we're gonna make sure you tell us everything. And Mason sees these guys like strap on black knuckles and black saps and they're going to beat the truth out of him.
Gary has checked himself into sort of like not an institution, but like a mental health facility, and his doctor come checking on him. He's gardening outside, and how the zucchini going, Gary? Like, yeah, I mean, the thing about zucchini is they're really easy. Like you get a lot of zucchini. Like we'll have a lot of zucchini, Doc. And that's
So Ava, everyone hears what Ava says about her love for Hunter still. And one of those people is Regina, and Regina's furious. And so Regina makes a big scene and kicks her out. And so she goes back to the hotel at the La Quinta, and she is questioning all of her choices in life. Here she thought she knew what she was doing. She was with Mason, who was on his way to becoming a partner in coffee. Turns out she was just as lost as he was, and she goes to sit at the bar and sits next to Lance, who is still there from trying to get Gary home. And Lance is just taking a break, and he says he doesn't drink to his other cult members, but he totally does. And so they start chatting.
The next we see Mason, he's in a detective's office giving a full confession to like a list of crimes that he's all battered and bruised and beaten, and they're having him sign the sheet, and it's just a huge list of petty, weird, like drug crimes and all this stuff. And he's like, is this it? Like, you won't let those guys beat on me anymore? And they're like, yeah, this is it. The cops are like, great. And then through the mirrored glass window, you see Mr. Mancino shaking hands with somebody, with a police detective, because they helped each other out.
Gary is living on his own now. You see him walking home to his tiny apartment with a bag of groceries that appears to be a package of celery, and then mostly otherwise it's just Oreos. And he looks across the street and he sees someone who he knows from the cult compound. He thinks he sees them. And then the bus goes in front of the person and it pulls away, and they're not there anymore, and he cannot be sure whether he's being watched by people or whether he's just imagining it.
Ava is now living at the complex in New Mexico, and she is trying her best to garden. She's not very good at it. She doesn't quite fit in, but she's really trying. She's grumbling about the zucchini. It's like, fucking zucchini again. Can't we eat something different? Drone shot over the whole complex.
Mason, we see a black drip of coffee into a mug. We see it pulled up to Mason's face. He takes a deep pull from it, and we pull out more, and we see he's in an orange jumpsuit, and he hands the coffee to another inmate in line, and inmate gives him a nod after he takes a sip. Mason makes the best coffee in the prison.
Gary's on a bus. He stands at the front of the bus. He's addressing everyone on the bus. He's going, I used to believe in the 12 branches, but I've gotten my head more straight since then, and now I know that's absurd. Now I think of the three prongs, and the three prongs are mystery, demystery, and remystery. And I would like to explain all of these to you.
Ava did not become a better gardener. There is a montage of her trying and failing, but she figured out she's good at business, and she increases the zucchini sales at the farmer's market and expands to other markets, which helps the cult grow because people know them as sellers and they have a good reputation. and she thinks she finds her calling.
So it's like 25 years later. They're handing back the suit to Mason, and he puts it on, and then we see the gates roll open, this Colorado prison, and he steps out into the dusty parking lot. And he sighs, he pats his pockets, like, what do I do? And he pulls out the La Quinta room key.
Gary is on another bus. This is also years later, traveling cross country to visit his sister and Hunter. Because he still feels an attachment to Hunter, he looks out at the window and he sees where they buried Chester. He suddenly kind of realizes everything that they did that night. A wave comes over him. He does his best to suppress it.
Ava becomes a respected person in the community that she is in. She has to protect the facilities because there are government agents coming in to check it out. They've heard bad things about the cult. She is in charge of showing them around, and she is stone cold, and she is fully bought into whatever Lance is selling.
That's a fiasco.
That was very depressing. I wanted a much happier ending for my character.
I wanted a much happier ending for your character. That's why I said you were not going to go with Lance.
No, I
'cause
know,
I'm like,
but then
that's the one I like the best.
I gotta choose, so I couldn't do much better than that.
All right. With that, our story ends. We will continue with a new tale to spin to dare to entertain. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho and on Instagram at board_ghost. Dan, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Dan K. McCoy. You'll probably read it Dank McCoy. I do a bad movie podcast called The Flophouse with my friends Stuart and Elliot.
And you could find me on Instagram. My name is AUD_RAE and not in the dairy aisle of the supermarket.
All right. Audrey and Dan, thank you both for being on. You can find more about both of you on our website at boardghost.com. You can find out more about Fiasco on our website there too, but also go check out their Kickstarter, which should be ending pretty soon here. We will have links to that in the show notes. Thank you guys again for playing Fiasco with me.
Thanks.
Such a fun game, one of my favorites. Always bad things happening to everybody. So you can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us on Twitter at BoardGhostWorld. And yeah, we're also on YouTube. There's a Patreon. If you want to go to patreon.com/BoardGhost, you can get episode art and episodes early. So that's always a good time. And yeah, we'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
Dying, don't agree with me.